Welcome and thanks for joining. I could go on for hours upon hours about children, but very briefly, children are not that corrupted as adults, and they still have the aspect of spirit that we could really admire. I'm just going to stick to one example. There you go. Let me pick up the sleeve right over here. Let me pick up the sleeve. To us adults, this is just a leaf. There's nothing to it. There's no attraction. There's no excitement. It's just a leaf. On May 24th, this might have fallen off the tree sometime in October, November. And it's still here. It's a leaf. Why? Because us adults sadly have derailed from the path of spirit and have indulged 99% of ourselves into 1% of matter that we are. Children are not so. If you have a child here, there's a lot of things a child will do. One is the child will go, whoa, whoa. Let me see. Ooh, airplane. Oh, oh, boo, oh. And the child could go on for a long time, half an hour. And whenever he's done with airplane, this will turn into a car, to a jet ski, to a motorcycle, to trees, to people. So they latch on to something called matter. You could call it a leaf. And they use their imagination, which is connected so much to spirit. And if you would have machines to their heart and to their brain, you would actually be able to test them as if they are there, as if they're in a plane, as if they're in a war zone, as if they're coming and they're going and they're flying and they're driving and they're on the water. And it's just exciting. That's something that we could marvel and we could admire children, for they, thank God, have the ability to go into the zone of spirit. Are they holding a leaf in their hand? Yes, they're holding a leaf. But there's a spirit to this. There's a spirit. And in their imagination, this could turn into anything. And they live with it. They feel good about it. And they're excited about it. And they're motivated about it. And some adults that are so corrupted could actually go by and say nasty things. And I've heard it in my life, and you must probably heard it. And they go to a child that's 2 or 3. Some are lucky even to be able to do it at 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. And they go, that's not a plane, that's a leaf. Oh, you just killed it. The child is finally doing the right thing. It is what you want it to be. Life is all about imagination. It's all spirit. And this child is able to get excited because in his mind, a plane is a leaf is a plane, a tree is a person. Because if you study the Kabbalah, you will know that everything is everything. It's only for the naked eye and for matter that you would say this is a leaf and that's a tree. And behind me you have some leaves that are alive, that are green. But to the child that's so close to God, so close to spirituality, this is a car, this is a plane, this is a log, this is everything, and it's actually true. The adult that got contaminated with all emotional viruses and sucked out 99% of their lives, and that's why they're all depressed. Children are not depressed. Well, some that are brought up in a terrible environment get depressed too. But naturally, children are happy because they're connected to spirit. And this could be anything in the world. See you next clip. Share with you an amazing story, and then we'll put this all together.